So funny, I forgot to laugh.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, that's great. Let's have that on the air first thing.
Well, it wasn't on the recording at least. Hello. We just chat, and then we just like kind of turn the buttons on and let y'all join our chat. So, get your coffee. I got my Kahlua and protein going today. I'll tell you what, I'm going to market this shit. Can I market it? Kahlua and protein shakes?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't.
You can twerk.
I am not knowing.
Shakes with energy. What the hell was that?
Me? Sorry. Wrong thing.
Don't be screwing up our video.
I'm hitting buttons. I should just leave it alone. Okay.
Oh my God. What, Louie, stop that. It looks like you got a spider on your head.
You're going to talk. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You look like some cartoon character that's not right in the head.
She's getting prepared for what you're going to ask, the questions, right?
No.
Yeah.
Can I do the intro, please? May I do the intro? We are the Spiritual Neighborhood. The Spiritual Neighborhood is a grassroots community project of the Council of Families for Children, a 501c3 nonprofit. Shut up. We believe that sick can be fixed, so we support services that improve the quality of life for the body, mind, and spirit, which we obviously need help with, for the integration of a healthy, happy human. We are not healthy, but we are happy.
We're happy.
So,
we're happy.
Luann and Elizabeth are heavy-duty Halloween people, okay? Halloweenies. That's what I call them. They're Halloweenies. So
yes, that would be appropriate.
I thought it was, you little weenie.
Very appropriate.
And so we kind of started this last week by talking about this. Oh, I can't look at you.
Okay, fine.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
That's it. I just want to get a fly swatter and swat it. I just want to swat it.
I love it.
So we started last week with superstitions and the origin of them. And so I did 3 lists today, and maybe we'll get through all of them or not. So the first one is the critics' picks of the 10 scariest movies of all time. So do you want to guess what some of them are? Or do you want
I have a question first.
No,
I have a question.
No questions.
Yes.
What?
Yes. I have a question first. What movie scared you the most when you were getting into, let's say, scary movies? What scared you the worst?
I only have had 2 movies that scared me, that actually creeped me out, freaked me out. The first one was Jaws. I mean, seriously, Jaws did a number on me. I was already freaked out about water and beaches and stuff, but I guess I was 12 when I saw Jaws. That just kind of cemented the whole thing for me, which is not really a horror movie, but it was horrific for me. But I would say it was The Exorcist. And what was weird, it was not that it truly like boogity frightened me. I just sat there and watched and said, I know this is a movie, but I also know that this is real. This is real. And I didn't know what to do with that information because I was still in my teens. I'm like, what do I do with this, for this, about this? And it troubled me for many, many, many years.
Wow. Luann, what's yours?
The Shining.
Ooh, that was a good one. I love The Shining. Ooh, I'm home. I love that movie.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. Red rum. Let's just do the whole thing for you.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that. Aren't they making a sequel, or didn't they make a sequel recently to that?
Weren't they talking about it?
Where they followed up and they were grown. The boy's grown now, and he meets up. Yeah, I don't know if it ever came out, though.
The Shining 2?
No, they called it something else. But basically, I think the premise was that the boy grew up and he has these special gifts. And he found another girl that has special gifts. And there's like this vampire energy group that feeds off of people like this with their energy. So, I mean, it's very loosely based on The Shining. So, God, can I sit still or not? Jeez, I'm making myself dizzy. All right, so what was your scariest movie?
My first encounter was Village of the Damned.
Oh, I love that movie. That's cool.
Village of the Damned. It scared me so bad. And it wasn't the actual movie, it was the trailer, you know, that they would show attractions to come and those kinds of things.
I don't remember it.
With my cousin, and we, of course, you know, the drive-in was the best place to go to take a family.
Yeah, especially scary movies.
Used to, they had all the playground stuff, so the parents would go get the food, you know, and the kids would go down there to the playground area and play. Well, we stayed too long. Lights went out, we're running back towards the car, and I hear, I don't know, some sound, and I turned around and I look up, and there are these giant glowing eyes, you know, and it bothered me so bad that I did not watch that original movie till I was actually in my 40s.
Oh, wow. That really did affect you.
It did. It just, because I knew there was something to your eyes, like that's like the windows of the soul, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh. But I knew then, ooh, oh my God, it scared me so bad. Oh my God, it scared me so bad. So if I see a cat and their eyes light up, it like for just a moment, it will take me back to, it's like, it's just a cat. It's just a cat.
Well, I didn't mean to laugh because that really kind of traumatized you. I'm sorry.
It did, but no. I mean, we can laugh over that now because it is. Now I watch it and go, oh my God, this is just so, this is such a B movie,
I know.
You know, compared to The Exorcist.
Now, on the other side of the coin, there's a lot of horror movies that are sexy. Like anything that has to do with werewolves, I think is sexy.
Fright Night.
Oh, I love Fright Night.
Oh, Fright Night. Oh my God, you got to have faith for this to work on me.
Yeah. So, talking about the drive-in, though, myself and two girlfriends went to see Halloween at the drive-in, and just at a critical moment in the movie, I don't remember when, somebody walked by our car and hit the roof of the car really hard. And both my girlfriends were in the back seat, and I was in the front seat because it was bucket seats and stuff. And they both exited out the back either way and took off running, screaming. I had to leave this parking space and go drive the lot to find them to get them back in the car.
You know, some of the best ways to go to the drive-in was going in a truck with a long bed, and then you have a bunch of blankets and pillows and chairs, and everybody just gets all nice and comfy. And
that's called a love mobile. It's called
what?
A love mobile.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Are you with us, Luann? Are you up to speed?
Carrie says, Gabby, the sequel, I think, is Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think she's right.
Dr. Sleep.
But yeah, that's what you do. You take your truck and you have a little foam mattress back there and blankets, and that's your love mobile at the drive-in.
Well, I thought it was awesome. We didn't do it, but I just thought it was awesome. We were the family who hid people in the trunk.
Well, you don't go with your family. Jeez.
Oh, we did.
Though, on my first...
I wasn't able to drive back then. I mean, I had to go with my family.
Well, I was beginning to think you don't drive now until I saw you driving Luann's car.
I don't. If I don't have to.
She drives.
I like driving Luann's car. I like driving Luann's car.
You drive like nice. A bat out of hell.
And it will fly.
She's not the only one.
Yeah. Woo. All right. So are we ready to look at this list? Do y'all want to know what's on the list? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let's look.
Okay. Number 10 is Ringu, which is the Japanese original version of the movie The Ring. Okay.
Okay.
Did anybody see that?
No.
I did. The Ring. I don't know. I just thought it was stupid. But it has to do about this evil girl coming out through a videotape that they watch. Okay. I mean, it's more complicated than that, but I don't know. Number 9 is Paranormal Activity. I did not see that movie.
I haven't seen it either.
Okay. But I think the name kind of speaks for itself. But so basically a young couple's coming unraveled based at the hands of the hidden supernatural forces in their house.
Ooh.
Okay.
Normal, caught on tape.
Yeah. What, number 8, one of my all-time favorites, Psycho.
Yes.
Great movie. Alfred Hitchcock. You know, no, you know what? I'll take that back. I did have another movie that didn't frighten me, but really freaked me out. And I saw The Birds when I was a kid.
Oh, gee, number 2.
Oh, yeah.
That was the second
That's right,
one.
yeah.
Is that, well, and you know, even to this day, if it's like 5:30 or 6 in the summer, and all those birds,
Those grackles.
Oh my God.
You know, how brilliant is that to be able to take something so unobtrusive, birds. I mean, we're not afraid of birds normally, and to turn that into a terrifying thing, you know, and it's unexplained. What I loved about that movie is it's totally unexplained why that even happened. No reason given whatsoever. We never know. I thought that was brilliant.
It wasn't like a fog that rolled through, or
Ooh, The Fog. I love that movie too.
you know what my favorite movie is though is if we're talking about old B movies, is The House of Wax. With
Yes.
anything with Vincent in it. Oh, I love Dr. Fives. Oh my God, it is so morbid and just demented. I love every minute. I love it. I won't always watch it.
And so overacted. So overacted.
Oh my God, it's so pitiful. It is so pitiful.
All right, number 7. Don't Look Now. Did anybody see that?
No, what was that one?
It's a deeply troubling study of parental grief. Nicholas Rogue's 1973 occult thriller follows a husband and wife haunted by their dead daughter in the canals of Gothic Venice. Not Venus. Venice.
Okay.
Here's what it says. It didn't all print out properly, but it says perhaps more famous for its explicit sex scene than its frights.
Oh, well, that's probably why I didn't see it. Wasn't old enough.
Yeah, 1973 now.
Yeah.
No, wasn't old enough.
All right, number 6, The Shining. Okay.
I don't know that it scared me that bad.
Okay, this is.
I just don't like things that jump out at me.
I'm with you, Luann. I don't like somebody doing that to me at all.
I want to go to that hotel though. That hotel is still in Colorado open, and I think it would be cool to go there. I love I was more fascinated about the history of the hotel and all the historical things. Mm-hmm. I got so wrapped up in that, I just forgot to even be concerned about the storyline.
Yeah.
All right.
And the place is absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. I mean, the location is gorgeous.
Number 5 is The Exorcist. That was in 1973.
That disturbed me.
Yeah.
That disturbed me. I actually went on a date to that movie.
That may be why you're not married.
My first clue right there. This is not working, is it? No.
That might be why you never married. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, I went through so many with my mother. It's like, dear God, I don't really.
All right, number 4 is Halloween.
I've never actually seen Halloween all the way through.
I like Halloween. Now, the sequels just got stupid and stupider. They should have called it Halloween Stupid, Halloween Stupider, Stupider.
Halloween Stupid 2, Halloween Stupid 3.
Number 3, I like this movie that's coming up, The Blair Witch Project. I thought that was ingenious.
I liked it. It was disturbing. It was very disturbing. It looked real to me, and Well, that bothered me.
When I was researching this list, I read somewhere, and I don't know if it's true or not, because you can't trust anything on the internet, but it said that part of the intensity of the movie came from that they actually they made the actors sleep deprived. They wouldn't let them sleep. And they also kept them hungry. So they were always on edge and always not.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And if they're out in the wooded section anyway, that's kind of frightening just in general because just of the natural sounds that happen out there, right?
Yeah, especially if you didn't grow up.
Carrie says it's overrated.
It is.
Carrie says it's over.
Wait. Carrie, stick around because when we get to the other list, I will definitely piss you off. Because there's a movie on there that I'm going to go, and I know you love it, so.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You should be feeling pins and needles.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, get real.
Messing with her movie.
Oh. So number 2 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't like gory movies. I don't like movies that revolve around mental illness as the base, and stuff. And I don't like movies that they call them horror movies, but to me they're slasher movies or gore movies. I don't like those.
I like the old timey movies where you had to use your imagination. I think that's why I like Jaws so well, or I could relate to it, and it scared me so much, is because you can't see it. You just know that it's there and it's coming for you, and you know it's going to get somebody.
Well, that's why the Blair Witch Project works so well, and that's why The Birds work so well, because you didn't know, you know. And then number 1 is I never even heard of this movie. It's called Funny Games. And it's rarely classified as a horror movie, so why they put this on the list boggles my mind. But this Austrian home invasion flick remains one of the most terrifying, if not traumatizing, films ever made. The story of 2 young psychopaths who terrorize a family on vacation. Funny Games is really about how bringing fear into the viewer is a question of pure cinematic manipulation, with director Michael Haneke thwarting expectations at each turn and forcing us to suffer the consequences. Next time a neighbor asks to borrow an egg, lock your door.
Well, I don't like horror movies, so I don't seek them out.
Well, you're not a real Halloweenie then, are you?
Well, I like the Vincent Price movies,
Okay, Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
I like, and one of the best movies I've ever seen is with Lon Chaney.
Well, wait. We're going to go. Well, I'll just go to that list next, okay?
Okay.
So these are the iconic Hollywood celebrities in horror movies and a little bit about them. Number 1, Boris Karloff.
Oh, absolutely.
So what do you think is his most famous horror movie?
Well, I guess I'm going to say Frankenstein. It probably isn't, because it is so, that's so obvious.
No, it's Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. And he's recognized as a true icon of horror cinema. And he, of course, was the monster in Frankenstein. And he was also in The Old Dark House. So those are Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, and The Old Dark House are the horror movies that he's best known for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And really, that I liked it. And of course, there's just so many different relationships between that movie and The Bride of Frankenstein, the updated version with Madeline Kahn. And so, I'm watching it and I'm going, oh my God, that's going to be funny in 30, 40 years. That's going to be really funny.
I like anything about
Young Frankenstein. I said Bride of Frankenstein. I meant Young Frankenstein.
And there's been so many different versions and remakes in the past 20 years, and I like them all. I mean, not that they're great cinema, but I enjoy the story. So, number 2 on our list is Bela Lugosi. And so what is he best known for?
Dracula.
Blah. Blah. I never said blah.
I've never said blah, blah, blah.
I love that line. Love that. Let's see. He was from Hungary. And let's see. He was the youngest of 4 children. And during World War I, he volunteered and was commissioned as an infantry lieutenant. And he was wounded in the war. And he's best known for Dracula, White Zombie, and The Corpse Vanishes. I don't remember The Corpse Vanishes. I don't know if I've ever seen that or not. That doesn't ring a bell.
Well, if you want a really good take on that, watch Ed Wood. That's one of the best movies ever. It has Johnny Depp in it as the classic. That. I love that movie. It just, oh my God. I love it.
I had forgotten about that. Thank you. Number 3, Lon Chaney. So.
And he was odd.
He was odd. His parents were deaf mutes.
Yes, they were.
I did not know that. And so he owned his own theater company. He also became an actor. And he made his debut in 1912 in films. And so he's famous for The Phantom of the Opera. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and London After Midnight. I don't know about London After Midnight.
London After Midnight, I think, is the Jack the Ripper.
Oh,
no.
I bet that was good. So,
but Lon, there was, he had a son, Crichton, who changed his name to Lon Chaney Jr. But what I find so sad is that Lon Chaney wasn't a big fan of getting into talkies. He just, wasn't a fan, but he was going to go into it. I mean, he was going to go. Then he developed throat cancer. I mean, there's something just horribly wrong about that. You finally decide you're going to go and be in the talk, and then you get throat cancer, and it's like then it takes you out. That just seems so sad to me. But if you watch him and just watch his eyes, he was amazing, absolutely amazing.
That is weird but you know what? There's a lot of singers in the past 15 years that have developed throat cancer too. Makes you wonder.
Yeah, it's like, really, what would that fear be? Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Didn't you say this is your favorite, Luann? Vincent Price?
Oh.
He's next. He's actually of Welsh ancestry. I did not know that. And he came from prosperous families. And so he is best known for House on the Haunted Hill. The Fly, which is one of my personal favorites. Help me, help me,
help me, help me.
House of Wax, I love that. And Dr. Phibes. And what's not on this list is The Tingler.
The Tingler, scream.
And he did one about one of Edgar Allan Poe's, or several of them.
Oh, he did all that series.
Yeah, I love those.
The Pit and the Pendulum.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
I can actually hear rats clawing.
Yes. Yes. So, all right, number 5 is Lon Chaney Jr. So we had Lon Chaney, now we have Jr.
The Bear Wolf. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So he's known for the Wolfman, but he was also, a lot of people don't know, he played in a lot of Westerns. And one of his famous movies was High Noon. He was in The Mummy's Tomb. I love this as a kid. Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. I love that. It was great. And The Indestructible Man. So
I don't remember The Indestructible Man.
I don't remember that one.
I do know, though, that he needed work. And so a lot of his friends, buddies, or whatever, got him those parts in those Westerns, because obviously Westerns were big at the time, because he needed to work. And I just thought, that's sad, but it's true.
Well, Mom loves the old Westerns from the 50s and 60s, so I've watched a lot of them over the past 4 years with her. I saw a lot of them as kids, but she likes to watch them. And I am shocked at how many of them are in the same friggin' movies. And they all work together as a pack, and especially John Wayne. John Wayne used a lot of the same actors over and over and over in his movies and stuff. And
he liked them. If you became part of his troupe, let's just say troupe, if you became part of his troupe, he wanted to make sure he's not going to give you money, but he will put you in his film to help you out.
Right.
And that's how he helped support the actors that were well known at one point in time and had lost a little bit of the luster of their star. And he he used them all the time. But it's also, he's, like he said, he knew them, he trusted them. They were always on time. They knew their lines. He enjoyed that.
Yeah, what gets me is that, he and Maureen O'Hara, okay, were such a good couple in several of his movies, and she was totally not his type in real life. He liked Latinas.
Yeah.
He liked Latinas.
And he did, that's right. She was a good drinking buddy of his, though.
Yeah.
She's told many stories about how she's gotten him home, actually, is basically what she did.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, the Me Too movement has ruined one of my best movies, McClintock. You can't watch McClintock anymore and really enjoy it with the Me Too movement active. It just doesn't
Oh, my
work.
God, that's my favorite movie, John Wayne.
Oh, mine
I love
too.
that.
There's a lot of spanking women in that movie, and I'm just thinking,
People.
people.
yeah. If we had any integrity.
Joe Will sliding down.
Yeah. I love that.
Yep.
So, but, every time I watch it, because every time Mother's going through the channels and that song, we're going to watch it. And I love that movie. I do. But you're like, oh my God, that spanking's not going to cut it anymore. They couldn't make that movie now. They just couldn't.
No,
Well, there's a lot of movies that couldn't be made now, especially Blazing Saddles.
Oh
no.
You know what? I didn't like that movie anyway. I did not like it.
Well, it's a parody of several different things, and they were trying to make a point.
Yeah, the point was that I didn't
in
like it.
In a funny way.
I didn't like.
Of course, I loved Cleavon Little. I loved that guy. I did.
I do like one line in the movie where she's on who was that woman? Madeline Kahn. And she's like, I'm tired, so tired.
Let's face it, I'm just tired.
I do like that. All right, we got Claude Rains, number 6.
Oh, probably known, well, he's known for many, many things, but if it's the horror movie, it's going to be The Invisible Man.
Yes, and 2 other ones that he's well known for that are horror movies.
Well, he was
Really?
crazy. He was a short, crazy man. I mean, he wasn't very tall, but he was a crazy man.
Yeah. So anyway, he was in Casablanca. So of course, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But he's known for The Wolfman and Phantom of the Opera. Those are the other 2 horrors.
Well, I didn't think about that, but that's absolutely correct because there were so many of Phantom of the Operas made.
Yes.
The one I like the best is with Herbert Lom.
Yes, I agree. All right, here's one of my favorites. I love Christopher Lee.
And I loved him in Pink Panther. That was just Inspector Clouseau.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, so number 7 is Christopher Lee, and he was actually in a Star Wars movie, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Christopher Lee just got crazy eyes. I love that.
Yeah, any vampire, him and Peter Cushing.
Yes. Well, that's Peter Cushing's next. So we have him in Horror of Dracula, Curse of Frankenstein, The Gorgon. I'd forgotten about The Gorgon. And Dracula has risen from the grave. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And so then there's Peter Cushing, who's next, and he was in a Star Wars movie. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
And
wasn't he the one that was in I don't even know now what it was. Yeah, he was in there.
Yes. And he was in Horror of Dracula, House of the Long Shadows, Curse of Frankenstein, and Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed.
Frankenstein must be destroyed.
Now, then we have someone that I really didn't know, which kind of disappointed me. Basil Rathbone.
Oh, Lord, yes, absolutely. Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay. I didn't make that connection because that's not on the list either. Son of Frankenstein, The Comedy of Terrors, Tales of Terror, but his most famous movie was The Adventures of Robin Hood. And I'm like, what? I just could not place him,
Yeah, But when they were doing all the different, I don't know what you call it, they started doing a lot of series and stuff. Him and Nigel Bruce was Watson.
I don't guess I saw that. I just not ringing a bell.
Well, it was a lot of radio. They did a lot of radio at first. And then they turned to Universal Pictures. Well, Universal is the one company or the studio that really just exploded with the horror movies. They realized they could make a lot of money quickly with horror, and it worked.
Well, it did.
He's good too. Mean, evil, wicked man.
Well, good. I don't know him then. I have enough of those in my life.
It'll be fun to watch some of especially when they were doing, when they would get like Boris Karloff, Vincent Price, Lon Chaney Jr., Boris Karloff. I mean, all of them, they would get them all together and do like takeoffs. Peter Lorre was another one.
He's the last on the list. We're getting to him.
Okay. Well, it's because,
Am I the only person that thinks that Vincent Price was hot?
No.
He was a looker for sure.
Oh my
I thought,
God. Oh my God. And if he would have come to bed and then done that little fly voice, oh my God. That would have been so cool.
I don't, yeah. I liked him though. He was extremely intelligent. He knew all kinds of things. And you know, a long time ago, Sears used to sell really extraordinary paintings, and they hired him to go and do the research and pick out really excellent masterpieces, and you could actually get them from Sears. We're American shops.
I did not know that. And of course, he did a voiceover in one of Michael Jackson's songs, Thriller. And I thought that was so cool the way they did that. So, all right, Lionel.
That one of the last things that he did. It's either that or Edward Scissorhands. I mean, it was one of those two.
Probably Edward Scissorhands. I think Edward Scissorhands was later.
Yeah, didn't he die shortly thereafter?
So. I think so.
Well, you know, he was married to like the love of his life, like finally. And after she died, it's like, you know, why should I hang around?
Well, most men should do that. I mean, really, that's the attitude men need to have. Really. It would solve so many things.
Oh my God, you need to die.
Well, Scott says he's going to throw himself in my grave. And I said, well, I'm being cremated, so you're going to throw yourself in the fire. You know, go out like a Viking.
Put you out there on that boat and put you out to sea, and then take that bow and arrow and took.
You know what, though? I had an epiphany last night at midnight, and I woke Scott up to tell him.
Oh, Lord.
People are always saying, you know, he just loves you so much, you know, and they never say y'all love each other so much. They always said, you know, you can just tell Scott loves you so much. And it finally dawned on me what they're really saying. They're saying that man really loves you because he puts up with your shit. That's what they're really saying.
So all of you out there who question why we're on this show.
What?
We like her a lot.
And I asked him, I said, do you just put up with me? No, honey. You know, like, are you? He goes, but I do want to go back to sleep.
Now, how nice was that? Man, I know.
No, let me tell you what the nicest thing my husband did. I had a dream one night that he cheated on me when we were first married, and I rolled over and hit him. I said, don't you ever do that to me again. And he's like, what?
In actual movies where that's taken place.
Well, I did. I couldn't control myself. I'm much better now.
So what I do? Well, you know what you did.
Yeah. No, I told him what he did in detail. And I'm like, how dare you?
No more astral travel for you.
I'm telling you.
Keep your ass home.
What the hell are we talking about now? I got distracted.
I don't know. Iconic actors.
Lionel Atwill's the next one. I have no idea who this is. I mean,
Lionel Atwill.
I can't put a picture to the face. I mean, to the name. So he was in Mystery of the Wax Museum, House of Frankenstein, Man-Made Monster, and Son of Frankenstein.
Oh, you know, he could have been that real old man that had that really thick British accent. Looked like he was on death's door. I mean, he literally looked like he was.
Yeah, he was from London. Yeah, he was from London.
His face was kind of just poked in, and he was talking to Frankenstein about, I can make you a friend, is what he said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that was creepy.
I think so. Don't hold me to that.
He was creepy. Carrie's talking.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Are y'all watching?
Carrie said that Edward Scissorhands was his last movie.
Okay.
She's like our Google connection. She can Google things for us.
So we're going to have to go, Carrie.
So, yeah, Mom's so funny. The other day she goes, well, can't you go giggle that for me and look it up?
That's cute. Now that's sweet. I love that. Let me go giggle that one right quick.
I'll giggle that for you. John Carradine.
I love that.
John Carradine's number 11. I like Carradine. He's
poor man had arthritis about his fingers. His hands actually turned in the opposite direction. Gee. David Carradine's father, actually.
Oh, yeah. The nerd, the guy that was in the Nerd movie, David Carradine. No, that's his grandson. David Carradine was in that martial art western. What was that called?
It wasn't.
It was a series where he wandered the West. Yeah. Grasshopper. All right, so he's known for, first of all, he's most known
Kung Fu.
Yeah, Kung Fu. There you go. He's most known for The Grapes of Wrath. Wonderful book. Good movie. What, someone is blowing up my phone. Quit calling my phone. I'm on the show. Dadgummit. I'm going to put him online. I'm going to put him on the thing. I'm going to make him talk.
No.
But he's known for The Mummy's Ghost, House of Dracula, and Bluebeard. I did not see Bluebeard.
Actually, he was also in he was also in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Yeah, he was the mortician guy, the funeral director.
The senator. Because they were having, they were talking about having Jimmy Stewart run for Senate or Congressman or whatever.
That's right.
That's right. Opposition. I have here in my hand the paper that says, and I started to read this, but I've changed my mind.
That's
nothing on the paper.
That movie breaks my heart. That does. Every time I watch it, it breaks my heart.
It bothers me. It does. It really does. It bothers me to see a man in that much pain. Both of them are in so much pain. Both of them are. They both are.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing about it is that I think at the end, the woman, whatever her name was, I think she regretted her decision, even though she'd had this grand life. I do too. I think she regretted it. Oh, we digress. Oh, love will do that to you.
Well, he was her first love. I mean, she loved him. I mean, he was her first love. But when Jimmy Stewart showed up, he gave her the ability of education and culture and learning and all the things that she really I think it's what she thought she wanted.
Well, it's very enticing. It's like glamour. It's like to me, he's like the epitome of a human vampire. He glamored her.
Yeah,
not on purpose, not to be ugly, but
And she was, John Wayne's girlfriend. I mean, she was also the sister to Janet Leigh in Psycho.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh. So our last one is one of my personal favorites, especially because they use him as a character in Looney Tune cartoons sometimes, and it's Peter Lorre, that creepy little character in the cartoon. He's best known for Casablanca, but he was in The Raven, The Comedy of Terrors, and Tales of Terror.
Yes.
So, and what is amazing to me is about a third of these people are from Europe, some country in Europe.
Didn't you say Peter Lorre was number 10?
No, number 12. We've done 12.
Oh.
Did you get lost?
He actually did briefly some of the series of Mr. Moto.
I have no idea what that is.
The old 30s, 40s detective who solved the mysteries, and
I've never seen that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I bet Mother does. I'll have to tell her that she needs to tell me that so I don't have to giggle it.
No more giggling.
All right. So we have one more list. What time is it? Do we have time to do this other one?
12:54.
We do have time. So this one is from a list of Halloween movies to watch for a scary evening in. There was 30. I took the first 10 off there. So, all right. And they're not scary. They're classic. They're classic movies, not necessarily scary because some of these are children's. All right. So the first one is Scream. I did not think that was funny. With Courtney Cox.
As we say in Texas, El Paso.
All right.
Now, wasn't Jamie Lee Curtis in that too?
No, Courtney Cox and Drew Barrymore. I don't think she was. I don't remember her being. Drew Barrymore was in it. Several. No, Carrie says no. No, she wasn't.
No. Okay, Carrie, thank you. No.
Every time my screen pops, I know it's Carrie now because I've got it set up so where I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Number 2 is this, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Of course, classic. 30 minutes of absolute joy.
Number 3 is Get Out, which was in 2017. I don't think I saw that.
El Paso.
El Paso. You are so corny sometimes.
It was in a movie. Don't know which one. Never left.
Now I like number 4, and I think they're doing a sequel to it. Beetlejuice.
Oh, yes, they are. They're talking about it.
I like Beetlejuice. I do. Halloween's number 5.
Baldwin was really, really cute.
Oh my God, was he young in that? He was so
Oh my God,
thin.
introducing Baldwin.
Yeah. Oh, and he was so cute.
Oh, he was so cute. He was so cute.
And Madeline, no, Maureen, what's her name? What the mother in that? Maureen something or another? Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, she got like, I don't know how many Emmys, and so did her show. She's in Schitt's Creek.
Oh, that's right. She did. Sunday.
Yeah. She's 66 years old. She looks good for her age.
Well, and she really deserves a lot of Emmys because she's funny. She's just funny.
Well, you know what I love her in, and Eugene.
Levy?
Her and Eugene Levy were in a movie together.
Yes.
The best of show, where they go to a dog show. Oh my God. I love that movie. It is so stupid and so campy and so hilarious. And she's just great in that. So
those two work so well
yeah, they do. Good
together. I mean, they really do. I just love it to watch their banter.
So the next one is Edward Scissorhands.
Yep.
I liked Edward Scissorhands, but there was something about it that just, I don't know. It left me unhappy.
Okay.
You know, it was so melancholy.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the purpose.
Yeah, but you know, I didn't want to be melancholy when I saw it the first time. So it was disturbing.
Okay.
Ghostbusters, number 7.
Yes. Lord, help us all.
Okay. My personal favorite on this list, Carrie.
Incorrectly, but yes.
A different spelling.
I always wanted to be like Carrie. I just thought, oh my God, how cool would that be to be able to throw things with your mind? Oh my God, I want to do that so bad.
Who was that?
Sissy Spacek.
Sissy, yeah.
And John Travolta was the girl that hated her. That was her boyfriend. And I don't really remember anybody else in that.
I don't either.
And that's, of course, what started the rumor that John Travolta had sold his soul to the devil to get famous, was because of that role in that movie.
You're kidding.
Really?
Yeah, that's what that was what went around for a while. And then, of course,
I thought it was Scientology.
Well, that was before he got into Scientology. And then he got into Scientology, and everybody forgot about the devil, and they just blamed it on Scientology.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Next is The Exorcist.
Yes.
Yes. And then the final one, your favorite and Carrie's, Hocus Pocus is number 10.
Oh yeah, that's a great show. That's a great show. It is.
I don't get it. I do not get that movie.
I smell children.
I want to like it. I love Bette Midler. I love Bette Midler so much I like the movie Beaches. Okay?
Oh, now that is really stretching. Oh, geez.
I watch it when it's on TV if I can. I love Bette Midler. I do. I adore her. But that movie just annoys the shit out of me. Oh, my God. I cannot watch it. Cannot watch it.
I think I have to agree with you. Either I was not in the right frame of mind or I was not in a good place at that time when I watched it, but it just, Well, same thing in terms of endearment. I just wasn't in the right place to be watching this emotional, traumatic drama of,
Well, here's what I did about a year ago. Carrie mentioned something. Seriously, I do listen to my friends. I do listen to what they say and take it into consideration. Shut up. So, so I sat down and made myself watch the movie all the way through because I've never gotten all the way through the movie before. Never. I just couldn't tolerate it. I'm like, well, my friend Carrie likes it. So maybe I have missed something. Maybe I need to go back and look at it with a fresh viewpoint. Oh my God. I was like ready to claw my face by the time the movie was over. But I did get through the whole thing. It just annoyed the fuck out of me. Yes, I said it.
Well, it is what it is.
So, all right. That's our list for this time. So next week, continuing on with our Halloween-y theme, what do y'all want me to research? What is of interest to you guys?
Well, that was probably the best yet. The movies.
You like that?
I enjoyed.
Have we been over the most haunted places in the United States?
No, let me write that down.
That
Most haunted.
Great idea, Luann. Excellent.
All right, I will do that.
I mean, there's places all over the world, but I'd like to limit it to the United States.
Okay, in the U.S. I will giggle that shit.
Giggle that.
I will giggle it. And
that is just the sweetest thing. That just touches my heart. That is just the sweetest thing.
She doesn't know she's saying it wrong, though. That's what's so really cute. She's not.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's so sweet. It's just, that is such an innocent statement. So sweet. I love it.
She's never been on a computer. She does now have a smartphone because I gave her my old phone when we upgraded, and that woman can go in there and erase that phone faster than any 2-year-old you've ever seen. I don't know. I told her.
Lock you out. How do they lock themselves out that quickly? I never got it.
She doesn't lock herself out. She erases it. She deletes all the apps and things on there. I'm like, don't touch anything. And she goes, how do I use it? I'm like, you don't. Just look at it. It's a pretty thing.
My grandson at 2 years old could unlock my phone.
Isn't that crazy? Amazing. I was eating dirt at 2. I was literally playing in a sandbox that we had on the back because we were adding on to the house, and we had this big pile of sand for the concrete.
Yeah.
I'm literally in the backyard eating sand and playing in the well water and washing it down. That's what I'm doing at 2.
You know what my cell phone was?
What?
2 tin cans and a string.
Oh, well, you were really progressive. I used leaves. My toys for years were silver maple leaves off the tree because I didn't want to take my toys outside and get them dirty. So I would pull the leaves off, and they would be different shapes. And well, this is the family, and this one looks kind of like a bus. Or I would tear it to make it look like, seriously. And then if something tore, I just go get another leaf.
Oh my goodness! I do want to say something though before we go. Karen Cutterer says it's flooding down in Houston.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
So we want to send them. God, what do we do? Send them energy? I mean, that just sounds so useless, but I mean, y'all be safe down there.
I'm going to pray, and Karen, I'm also going to remind you. I told you to move. It's time to move.
Yeah.
I think it's time to move up here now, right? I think it really is. It's getting, wow.
Yeah, time to move, Karen. We love you. Come see us. We need you up here. But I am going to pray for you guys because, what's it going to hurt? And it might help. So
it never hurts. It doesn't. It costs us nothing. It costs us absolutely nothing. And it does provide energy, which they need. I had no idea that the flooding would be happening right now.
I think we should correct our language, too. I'm going to throw this out at you. It's not a criticism. It's a thought. Instead of saying we need to send them energy, why don't we say we're going to shift the energy? Because there's already energy there. There's always energy wherever.
Right.
So they already have energy. It's wet right now. Their energy is wet. So let's send them something to shift that energy.
She just said that, getting it moving.
Yes.
Karen and I, we're on the same wavelength. It's scary. That's why I want her to go up here, because she and I are on the same wavelength. We really are. Y'all are going to be in trouble when we two pair up. Trouble. Trouble's back in town. Do. Do y'all remember Porter Wagner? And the Wilburn brothers, Trouble's back in town.
Wilburn brothers, Lord
Have mercy.
Lord have mercy. That's now we're gonna have another one of our whoever it was singing our hymn for today. The Wilburn brothers.
Hey, before we go, do you think that Dolly Parton and Porter Wagner had a sexual affair, or they just loved each other?
I think Dolly Parton felt a little bit of obligation to him because he discovered her, basically, right? But I really don't. I don't think so. I really don't think so. But I think her energy was just. I'm going to say her energy was just too big to be on the show. But I'm sure somebody else will turn that around and make it something else. But she needed to progress, and she wrote her own songs. I mean,
Well, the song that she wrote, "I Will Always Love You," was written to him. So that's why there's speculation that there may have been more than just, a mutual respect and love. But the thing is that I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. Oh, well, it wasn't important.
Well, I just, I remember Porter Wagner, and I remember the Wilburn brothers, and I remember Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean. Oh, best movie in the world. Come back to the Five and Dime. Jimmy Dean with Karen Black and Cher. If you have not seen it, watch it.
Yes, I actually have.
It is a good cult movie. It is great. Great.
He only made 5 movies, I think.
Who?
Only 5.
Who did?
Jimmy Dean. James Dean. Let's put it James Dean.
Oh, yeah. But Jimmy Dean was the name of the boy in the movie.
Right.
And that was named that because supposedly James Dean was his father who impregnated Karen Black, which turned out to be a lie. And they all lived in this little town where they had filmed Giant. And Karen Black it wasn't Karen Black, it was another woman that had the boy named Jimmy Dean that said that he was the father. But Karen Black came back and nobody could figure out who she was for their little reunion. And come to find out, she was a transgender woman now and had been a boy that they had all ridiculed in high school. Way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time with this material and stuff.
Come back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean. You got to say it twice. Come back to the Five and Dime. Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean.
Yep.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Great movie. Got to watch it. If you love Cher, if you don't, it doesn't matter. It's just very well done. It's just,
Karen said I guess that's what, Beta, the tropical depression, it's holding over Houston and it's only moving at 2 miles an hour.
Oh, so it's dumping continually.
Just like it did before.
So have we run out of names and now we're just gone to that name of the alphabet letters to name these things?
Well, it's now in Greek. It's now gone into Greek now.
Beta, Chi.
Okay, I'm going to follow a formal protest. Why couldn't it be Irish? Why couldn't they do Gaelic? Why Greek? What's so great about Greek?
Well, does Irish have do they have a language?
Yes, Gaelic. Sláinte.
Gaelic.
Sláinte.
Okay.
They mostly, in Scotland, they mostly speak English now, but some still speak Gaelic.
I think they should name it depending upon where it lands. Like if it's in the southern area, which usually it is, they ought to have some kind of some southern term of get your ass out.
Yeah, or like if it peters out before it hits the coast, they'll call it bitch, please. You call that a storm?
Usually have some kind of southern terminology to hurricanes, like get your ass out of here. I saw that. Oh, I'm going to tell Mama.
I got socks that stink more than that.
I am going to slap you into next week.
Oh, I love that one. One.
Right there and get a sweat.
You know what I told my mom one time when she said that to me? I said, well, good, then I'll know how to avoid this in the future.
Seriously.
I was a smart ass as a kid.
As a kid?
Shut up. Oh my God. I don't need this abuse.
And it continued.
They like me a lot, but I can't stand them.
So don't be asking that question anymore, okay?
Yeah, but I want to be on the show next time, damn it. I got things to say. I could add something. Oh, that was terrible. You know, it keeps fading in and out. You're going to have to work on the timing of that or something because it fades in and out. She's like a kid with a new toy. Oh, I lost. Okay, wait a minute. I lost. Oh, shit.
It's in the cards.
What
It's not in the cards.
Okay, I lost the closing sheet. I just had it. Oh, here it is. I got it. I need a secretary or cue
Maybe
cards.
you need more than that.
I need a Valium. Anybody got a Valium?
I wasn't going there.
How much alcohol did you put in your protein drink today?
I was not going there.
Not
no.
enough. Not enough.
Okay, wow. Oh, that just, okay, went to a totally different area.
You know what I do want to try one day? I want to try ecstasy one day because I have heard that it is fabulous.
I don't think for you that would be a good idea.
I don't
Why?
either.
Well,
Because
huh?
you tell me.
Why?
Let's say it, Lou Ann.
Oh, because you're already excited. Why would you want to try more?
I thought ecstasy kind of calmed you and mellowed you out, and you were like, "Oh, everything's cool."
I wouldn't have any clue.
Well, I don't either. That's why I want that or LSD. Can you imagine? Oh my God, me on
No,
LSD.
I don't know.
I think you're too mental for that.
Mental or mentally
And I
ill?
don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean I don't know that would really, I don't know.
I've had hallucinations on different kinds of drugs when I was in hospital, and you don't want that.
I don't think you do. Really, I don't.
See-
Because it could go in the opposite direction.
Well, the whole
Yeah.
thing is that I just
medication, you know what that's like. Sometimes you take stuff and it does the opposite.
all of it does the opposite for me. That's why I've never taken anything.
You really do not want to do that. I really seriously would say.
I woke up during 2 of my surgeries. So, I'm just teasing. I would not do that stuff because, first of all, how friggin' disappointing would it be if you didn't have the experience that you wanted? But it's kind of neat to think about. It's like, oh, I could do that if I wanted to.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm
Welcome to
62 years old.
drugs.
I can do it if I want to now.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm old enough.
Yeah. Well, I had nothing to lose. They can bury me now.
I think I'm just trying to make sure I don't get rid of any more brain cells that we're, trying to preserve here.
Well, if I were you, I'd feel the same way.
Oh, okay, that was good.
Okay, now who's being mean?
You should be impressed. I got it.
Here's my new favorite thing. I got a whole flock for you. Get it?
Oh,
get it?
Yeah.
A whole flock for you. Flock. The bird flock. Get it? Get it? And you can do that around children, and they don't know what you're doing, so you can get away with it.
I just think it's a bird.
Yeah. All right. Signing us off. Thank you for being with us. And Carrie, thank you for giggling for us. On all levels. Help us support others, both those who need services and those that offer gifts, talents, and services by liking our page on Facebook. We only need 54 more likes on the Spiritual Neighborhood page to hit 1,000. Do you know how frustrated I am about that? Do you want to guess? 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 Do you want to guess?
I'm figuring you're pretty frustrated.
I am.
1 to 10.
I am. Also, I am thinking about doing an online class. If you have the ability to coach people, but need help reaching the confidence level to do that, or would like to be able to say that you're certified through an organization, the Council of Families has a certification program to where you get ongoing support and education, and you get the basics of communications and empathy, how to apply that on a corporate level, and you get basic neuro-linguistic training as well Can't beat that with a stick. So if you're interested, email us. So if you have anything that makes people laugh, smile, sing, or feel better, we feel great. Look at us. You are a holistic healer, and we would like to talk to you. We are here to teach that the body heals with play, the mind heals with laughter, and the spirit heals with joy. We'll be back with our Halloweenies list next week, and we're going to be doing the most haunted places in the U.S. because that's what Luann wants, and we want her happy. Adios.
Like you a lot.
Like you a lot. Like y'all a lot.
Oh, you just say that.
I